Good morning, everyone. This is BizChicks TV. This is the place where you can find tips and tools to help you do business better. We're here to help you run a profitable business that's fun to run and to take the hassle out of your hustle. And today is Monday, so I'm here with my co-host, Miss Francine Gregory, real estate entrepreneur and tech diva. I'm Terralina from California Cover Ups, and we're the Biz Chicks. We just want to welcome you, ask you to sit back, relax, and join in the conversation. Want to give a shout out to Brenna. It's her birthday. Hey, Brenna, we love you. Oh, this is one of our biz chicks, and we just want to let her know that we saw you and we love you. Okay. In the meantime, today we're going to be talking about an interesting conversation on focus. I thank you, Francine, for that banner. I just love it. In the meantime, I just want to say, hey guys, we have missed you over the weekend, and we just want you to just come on in. Let's have some time together. Hey, Fran, what's up?
It's Monday.
It is Monday.
Hey. And okay, so I'm going to ask the question. Back in January, we talked about the 101 list. The 101 list is a list of 101 things that you would like to accomplish. It could be over a lifetime. It could be this year, whatever. But just getting us to imagine and dream and write stuff down, because a lot of times we don't know what we want. It didn't matter what the item was, the fact that you had to stop and to really engage your mind and focus in and decide what you wanted. That was not an easy task. So, which brings us to using your imagination. You would have had to use your imagination on that task, because a lot of people have forgotten how to imagine, forgotten how to dream, or too busy to stop and imagine and dream.
Okay.
So the 101 list was to help crack through that. Then a little while later on, I think it was in February or March, we asked, what are your top 10 things that you'd like to get done this year? The top 10. And still, that's a challenge.
Gosh.
So Terry and I advocate going to the dollar store, picking up a composition book. The composition book allows you to put one subject in one place. I thought this was genius, and it's $1, people. So you go get your composition book, and then you want to write down what it is that you would like to see. Do you want to be healthy, fit, and trim? Do you want a particular car? And this is where you can write these things down. And whatever that looked like to you, you were writing in your Vision 101. Well, you were writing in your vision book what it is that you saw. You can write your 101 things in the back of the book, your top 10 in the front, because you need to look at them every day. Then it dawned on me that could be a daunting task. For even that top 10 list could be a daunting task if you didn't have some type of guidelines. It's like riding on a mountain road with no rails.
Okay.
And because there was no, okay, okay. So then last week we talked about the 6 F's. These are going to be your guidelines for your list now. Okay. So what do you want? You do the 101, or maybe you got to 60 of that, or maybe you got to, you wrote your top 10, but it's still ambiguous and it's just flying around. There's no focus to it. These things are going to help focus. The first, I'm going to have to put another, I might just do that right now. Put another F on here. Let me see. Do I have a marker? I do have a marker someplace. I have a marker. So we want to use this word now. Focus.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the focus for your faith in 2020? Are you going to add, maybe you add maybe 5 minutes of prayer in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
meditation. Perhaps you'll go to church once a week, online, offline, whatever your preference. Or maybe you pray once a week, once a day. Something that you do, something differently that you didn't do or that you're not doing previously. So what's the focus for your faith? So now in your book, in your vision book, you can have, we're going to create one of these, Terry, that is a focus journal.
I think we really should. Seriously.
We are going to do that. So F, the first F is faith. What are your goals for faith? You'll write those down.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're not all over the map. You know exactly what you're looking at. What is your focus for your family? I want all of us to eat to dinner together every evening. Okay, that's a focus that you can put for your family. I want us to have a vacation every 3 months or every quarter, or do something fun with the family. Yes, you can combine fun and family.
Mm-hmm.
So what is your vision, your commitment that you're going to write? Your plan for not necessarily the plan right now, just having the goal, the idea, because the plan is second. You can't have a plan if you don't have an idea of what you want.
Mm-hmm. Okay, gotcha.
Then, like, I want to have, okay, so if I want to do my family and I'm going to have dinner every evening or 3 evenings instead of us sitting there going through McDonald's or whatever, then you have to actually want to do that first. You got to decide to do that. So that goes on in your vision book. What's the next thing? Okay, what is not your plan? What is your goal? You want to be fit. Okay, so what do you want by when? I want to be healthier. It could be, I want my numbers to be at a better place the next time I go in for a checkup. I want my size, I want to be a size whatever. By what time? When do you want that to happen? I want this ring around my middle to go away by a certain time. What does that look like? So what is your focus for your fitness? Okay. Then the same for your fertilizer. Now your fertilizer is your mindset. It is your personal growth development for your mind. What is that look like? I'm going to read a book a week, a book a month. I'm going to renew my mind. I'm going to start thinking differently, where maybe my fitness, my finances, my family, I'm making a change, but you've got to put some time on this fertilizer. That means you might need to turn off the TV, but that's getting into the plan. So then on the focus, if I'm focusing on my finances, I have a goal that I want to save $5,000 by the end of the year. Okay, if that's your goal, to have $5,000 in savings by the end of the year, then you're going to have to put some focus to that goal to get here. And if you're going to have some fun, you need to plan fun out you got to plan for the fun. I'm going rafting. I'm going horseback riding. I'm going bowling. Whatever it happens to be, it needs to have a plan, and it needs to be on your little focus journal. So these are the major categories which will help you be able to like if you were doing that 101 list, what do you want to do for your faith? What do you want to do for your family? Those items can be on that 101 list.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's not abstract and just everything in the world, things that other people think you should be doing and all of that, things you're picking up from the rest of the world, but now these are for you.
Mm-hmm.
So once you get that down, then you can start moving into the planning part. But if you don't get the what do you want for each area of your life? What do you want for each area of your life? All right, I want to be healthier. Okay, so then that means I had to go take a walk. I have to walk. I have to move. We know the people already told us you need to move. So get up and go take a walk. Okay, I'm going to walk for at least 20 minutes every day.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now I got to put a plan together for my fitness, which means I got to make sure my shoes are laid out, make sure the clothes that I'm going to walk in is nearby. Even if I got to sleep in the clothes that I'm going to
walk in or whatever
it is, I just need to make sure that that's my plan, so that there is no excuse for me not to do it, because I planned it out. Get up, walk in. So I've been writing every day. I've been talking about writing a book for almost as much as we've been on BizChicks. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have to really do this. How am I gonna do that? Figure out a way to get somewhere, sit down and write.
Mm-hmm.
I talked to you all about writing room last week. I went in there and I've got one book almost finished just from being in there 2.5, 3 weeks now. 17,000 words, really? And I could have done that all this time for the last, how many years we've been doing this? 2013, 7 years, Terry?
Years. Mm-hmm.
How many books could I have written in 7 years if I had focused time on that? So what are you going to be focused on? I know a lot of people probably don't want to see that, but for you watching on the replay, it needs to happen. What's your focus? Maureen, what's your focus? Because if we had focused in on our top 10, regardless of what COVID did, we would still be pushing forward to that. Oh, which brings me to my next point. You have to see this list every day. You have to see it. I was walking today and I got this illustration in the mirror. If you don't go check the mirror every day, your hair will be crazy. You'll have stuff on. How do you know when stuff is right unless you go check the mirror every day?
Mm-hmm.
Got hair sticking up, doing this or whatever, something in your eye, something in your nose. Check the mirror every day to see if you are on target for where you decided you will be. Check that mirror every day.
Mm-hmm.
The mirror every day. Oh, am I on track? Wait. Yeah, I did that. I did that. I did. Okay. Check the mirror every day.
Mm-hmm. To make sure that you're focused.
And make sure stuff is where it's supposed to be. Your eyeliner ain't all over somewhere else. We go in the mirror every day. Why do we look in a mirror every day?
Mm-hmm.
We don't just get dressed and just walk out the door. You're checking hair. Okay, does this look right? Is it straight? It's a process, but we're checking it every day.
Now it is that. It is a process.
And it's a lifestyle. This becomes your lifestyle. This is not, oh, I'm going to do it. A lot of people do the fitness thing to get to a certain dress size for a party or for some
Mm.
they're not doing it as a way of life any longer. It wasn't a way of life. It was like, I'm going to do this, okay, because I got to go to the prom, or I got to go to uh, what is it, high school reunion, which you're probably not going to be doing for a minute, but
Okay.
uh, I got to get ready for this. So when people see me, no, why can't it be because you want to be healthy, because you want to be free, because you want to enjoy you?
There you go. There's a plan.
Enjoy you and enjoy your life. Wow. Focus.
To have life and to have it more abundantly.
But if you don't focus on that, you'll just settle for stuff. You'll just start walking through the, okay, here's just another day and I'm just going to be here. Whatever. Yeah. So now, so what are you thinking, Terry?
Well, I'm thinking that I have my composition book. I don't know when the last time it was that I wrote in it, but I also have my top 10 posted on my wall here
Mm-hmm.
to remind me what I said I wanted.
Mm,
Because it's important to say what I want.
right.
A lot of people don't understand why they're not getting what they want from other people. It's because they're not telling them what they want. And one of the reasons we're not telling them what we want is because we haven't sat down and figured out what it is we really want. So I strongly suggest that you get somewhere and sit down.
Right. Now, I watched this, I like the British murder mysteries. And so the murder had nothing to do with what I'm talking about. But the guy and his friend, a friend of his, which was a female, they got along famously. They just loved one another, and they just had a great time and talking and whatever, and they just having fun. And then one day, this is over a course of months and years and whatever, hanging out, looking at art and doing all kind of stuff together. And one day she walked up to him and says, "Well, I'm getting married." And he was dumbfounded. He was like, "What do you mean?" And eventually he asked her, "Well, how come you're marrying him?" And she said, "Because you didn't ask."
There you go.
I was like, wow.
Well, it's true.
I guess she could have asked, but the point is, he's expecting this is just going to be
Forever. This is a permanent situation.
but he never asked her. I was like, whoa. So what are you not asking for?
Mm.
What is that? Somebody had a poem or something that says, if you ask life for a penny or something.
Mm-hmm.
Claudia says, or in the case of husbands, they don't speak English, so you communicate your needs and they still don't get it.
So you need to communicate and clarify.
And you may have to say it in a different manner, Claudia, and you may have to get some creative ways of saying it, and how you deliver that too is really, really important. How it's delivered, and maybe you're not the one that'll be able to tell them.
True. Maybe you're not the messenger that he can receive it from.
Correct. So there's all kind of little nuances to that. Yeah, but this dude, he was just like clueless. I'm like, really?
He was stunned. But see, I think that if you go back through the movie, I'm sure at some point she told him what she wanted. He just never gave it to her.
Or he was never paying attention
to attention. Exactly.
And so, but he really did love her and some other stuff. But he's conflicted. Oh, I'm not worthy. All kind of crazy stuff going through his head. So well, she's got, because her father had a lot of money and stuff too, so he's probably thinking, she don't want me. But how many times are we discounting what it is that we want? And
How many times have you told me, Francine, don't say no for the customer?
they don't want that, but they do. Like you had this one garment that you really just did not like it, and you're like, oh my God, somebody bought that thing at the price that you set it at.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you wouldn't wear it doesn't mean that they wouldn't wear it. You understand?
Exactly.
Because the things that we are supposed to provide are supposed to be for someone else, not necessarily what we want.
Us, exactly.
And if we're focused on our customers,
hello,
perhaps it'll be a little bit better. You know, there's some people say, I don't want to live in that area. And I'm looking like there's a gorgeous house. It has all of your things checked. I will tell you about that house and everything, just so you know that it's out there. But ultimately, it's their decision. Like, okay, I might would have taken it, but I'm not in their head. I'm not in their experience of what the reason why they would not move forward with that.
And they may be at a different stage. They may have children that may be focused on the school district where your children are grown. You know, right. They're just different things. People have different needs at different stages and ages and preferences. So,
okay.
And it's not right. It's not wrong. It's just different.
And with the list that we were talking about on your the different, your 101 list and then your top 10, it's okay to change your mind. Mm-hmm. Maybe something doesn't fit any longer. You can take that off the list if it's not going with what you desire. What do you want? You understand what I mean? A lot of times what we want because somebody else wants it for us.
Interesting.
Like the guy who was a dentist and he's just being a dentist, so because it pleased his mom and dad and it was a safe career. But he was never meant to be a dentist. I don't think I want you working in my mouth and you really don't have a passion for it.
I know of a case where a young man actually committed suicide because his parents wanted him to be a doctor. The father was a doctor and he wasn't being successful in med school because that's not really what he wanted. And he actually took his own life. We have to be careful what we speak into people and allow people to be who they are, including ourselves, letting us be who we are.
Instead of keep trying to fit in that Cinderella slipper. You know, too tight.
Mm-hmm.
It was never meant for us to have that glass slipper. Maybe we got something else, but it ain't the glass slipper. That's not for us. Mm-hmm. Over here. I'm a spoiled brat. So I don't have any problem communicating my needs. There are so many times, even with others, that I have to tell them, ask me directly. Don't sugarcoat your request. I can handle it. Now, see, Claudia, you are a D, meaning that you're very direct and you can handle that.
Mm-hmm.
There are other people who are not a D. They can't handle that. They can't handle that direct, just tell me, don't sugarcoat it. Some people put a little syrup on it for them to get it. Drizzle a little syrup, a little butter. They go.
And sometimes being too direct can cause other people to shut down. So they don't even hear you anymore because of the way the message is being delivered. It's like, oh God, here comes some more bad mail. I don't want any more bad mail. Don't bring me no bad news. You know, especially if it's about me. Here's somebody getting ready to stomp all over my self-esteem.
And that's not the intent. The intent is I want to help you and I need you to
we need to resolve this or whatever.
This way possible and direct always the shortest distance to any
2 points
is a short straight line. But some people can't handle that straight line. Some people need to have a little winding road
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They need the little winding road because they can't handle the shoo.
I can remember my mother putting the castor oil in a little teaspoon of sugar. Let's see. This is
And Claudia said, "This is true. I know how to read the body language."
good. Good. That's good, Claudia.
Because I'm telling you,
Mm-hmm.
there are, and Deshaun Irvin, he came on and did this for our discovery workshop. 4 personality types, dominant personality.
Mm-hmm.
The D, the I, the S, and the C. The D are the dominant people, and they're like, yeah, Donald Trump is a D. There are some other D's that they are, you just like this, and I just need to have it. I don't care what the rest of the world has to say. I want this. Okay, that's a D. And you don't have to be a D to be a D, if you understand my anyway, you don't have to be a D to be a D.
Okay.
Because you can still be driven, you can still be straight, you can still do that, but you temper it with one of the other personality traits. It's a blend. Everybody's a blend. You're not just one thing all the time. You maneuver between all of them. The I are the party people. You don't put the I in charge of the vision for the company.
Oh.
The I is the party person. Claudia is funny.
I know. She's on it this morning, isn't she?
My idea.
I'll take Donald Trump's D's and raise him my D. Okay.
So then the I person you need to have on your team because they keep the party going. They are the interactors with different people.
Okay. So today's topic is focus.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are an I, how do you get focused? Because you're so concentrated on when are we going to get to the fun? You know, and I think one of the ways we do that is to flip the narrative in our mind about what we're actually doing.
Right.
That it's fun to write down my top 10. It's fun to look at it and say, ooh.
And when I finish writing my top 10, I'm going to have a coffee. I'm going to go do a da-da-da-da-da, and you keep the party going.
Exactly. So
and you need the I person to help keep the party going. You don't want the D's to plan the parties.
Because you have got to start. I don't care if y'all are having fun. It is 7:20 and we are now going into activity C. Oh my God. No wrap up, no nothing. We're done here. Okay. Collect the boards. That means going, but I got bingo.
And then we have the S, which are the supportive people. And they try and keep the peace. Can we just get along? They're very people oriented. The I's and the S's are very, very people oriented. Their focus is people, party, and the S's are supportive. And they just want people to, we just want them to feel so at ease. And okay, so those are the S's.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have the C. The D and the C are task oriented. The D and the C is like, let's get this done, this done, this done, this done. I don't care. I know you read. Okay, we just need to get this task finished. The C is every little box checked? Did we call these people? Did we do this? Did we do that? Did we take the boxes off? Do we have all these things in?
Hey, Jerry. Yeah.
So we have all of these different people, but we should be a blend moving throughout each of them at some time. There are days that you're going to need to be a D because something needs to get done and we don't have time to play with this. Other times you need to relax a little bit and have some fun and join the party. One of them days you're going to have to support somebody. They're not feeling well and pick yourself up and let's just move it. and they're not feeling good, you want to be the S, be supportive. You know what? You can make it. Come on. I'm here to help you. And then the C, you want, you're going to need to be that day. You want the C people, the pilots, checking off the list of the flight plan. Check. Wheels, check. Engine, check. Fuel, check. How about battery, check? Remember the day we were flying from Buffalo to New York? In the plane, we had to wait because somebody did not plug the battery in.
Charge some stuff.
I was y'all didn't wait, the battery. So the plane couldn't start because y'all didn't plug in the battery. Okay. Claudia says, I think different personalities keep focused by knowing their true selves. That is absolutely correct. When you know who you are, like Claudia knows that she's a D, and she knows that, okay, I can take it. Just tell me what I need to do. I can handle it. She knows that. But I'm sure she knows how to rotate and roll over into another place if she has to. Compassionate.
And Jerry says yes.
Yep.
To keep you on track.
Right. Oh, go ahead, Terry.
Sorry.
Yep. All of these we are a blend. You have more, there's one that's dominant on you, but then there's the rest of it is still in there. And you're going to have to pull those to come out whenever you need to. There are days when I don't feel like making the phone call that's like, let me see how is so-and-so doing. When I have a task that I need to get finished over here, sometimes I have to put the task down and put the person first. The D people have to we have to be reminded, okay, this person is hurting, give them a call. This person needs, this, and this. So you got to move over into a different role. You don't feel like being over there right then, but you need to do it.
Telling you.
And if you are interested in that, maybe we'll do another workshop on that, just that, and have Deshawn talk about that. Because if you understand the inner workings and mindset of the people you are dealing with, you will be better equipped to succeed in your business.
Indeed. Indeed.
You and you know how other people, you can tell them, you can see them coming out. That's a D.
So the question today is, are you focused? And are you focused on the 5 F's? How many F's are there? I've forgotten.
Now there's 7.
6. There's now 7. Okay. 7's a perfect number. Okay. Right. So are you focused on these things?
Because we discovered, so this is a wrap up here. We discovered that to do your 101 list and your other your top 10, it had to be dealing with some part of your life. So if you were to do it as a part of your life, then it's easier to decide what you wanted. What do I want for my family? What do I want for my faith? What do I want for my fitness? What do I want for my mind growth? What do I want for my finances? And what do I want for fun? And now if I can answer these questions, I can put those in a book, which we're going to create for you, by the way. But I can put these in a book and write them down. There are only 7 or there are only 6 things to write down, right? So if you're writing the 6 things down and you go back over to your book, it's easier. I'm not all over the map. Okay, for my family, I wanted to see us having dinner every week. You can go back and look at the end of the year. Did you have dinner? Did you have 52 dinners with your family? Because you're going to look at this every day. This is your mirror. This is your mirror. My faith, my family. Okay, I read a book every day this week, which is going to change your mind about everything that you do. I'm reading a book on my fitness right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like I read it every day. Well, while I'm walking, I'm reading portions of that book every single day. I'm reading it, listening to it actually every day.
Mm-hmm.
My next step is to sit down and outline some stuff that I want to actually do, to implement. I think Coach Karen does this as well. Listen to it or read it through first, and then start the application. Go in and underline it later. You understand what I mean? And pulling stuff out because I can't get through the book. Hi, Macy. I can't get through the book if I'm keep stopping.
Yeah.
I need to get the whole gist of the book. Oh, where are you going? Go on. Go on. Go. She's happy about something. Claudia, did you say I have? Jerry says that's a great idea. And I have. Okay. So we're just want to encourage you, focus in on the thing. Take some time today. That's why we talk about the daily routine. At some point in the routine, you should be looking in the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
The natural mirror, the regular mirror to check your hair and face, and then this mirror to check your vision for your year. You should be checking the mirror every day. Well, yeah, I said I want to be healthy, fit, and trim. Okay, perhaps I'll have an apple. Perhaps I'll drink another bottle of water. It's okay to do things. Claudia said, I've been so focused on getting rid of the fluff in my home and business. I can't believe all the crap that I have that I really don't need. Okay, Claudia, now you have started something else. When you focus, you'll start doing stuff. This whole pandemic thing has really taught us what we really did not need in our day.
In our closets.
Places we really didn't have to go.
At least not on a regular basis like we were going.
And you didn't have to, we're learning we didn't have to spend that much on gas. If we just consolidated some stuff, have some meetings online. I was like, wait a minute. I don't have to show up in person.
These are things we've been talking about for years, Francine. All the money that could be saved on hotel bills and flights and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
What do you want?
Not to mention the different people who are now able to attend because of different barriers.
Yes.
Be they physical or be they financial. You know, this has really been a blessing for some people, the fact that we have got to go online because of, you know, the different situations. So,
yeah. So getting online, I'm telling you, you can have a whole lot of stuff online. I'm using my iPad for just about everything. I'm purposely working on doing stuff to so I can just carry my iPad and not have to carry
consolidating stuff.
Like Claudia said, getting rid of the fluff. Okay, do I need all of that? When's the last time I needed a paper clip?
Yep.
Jerry, thank you. She's talking about Macy. She needs to go outside, and but the back door is already open. So I was like, she wants me to go outside with her.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Claudia.
Mm-hmm.
Is a
Oh, she's beautiful. Mhm.
yeah. She wants. I was like, "What are you doing?" She normally don't. She knows I'm on the air at this time, but
And you know what? All of this is part of those fives because that's part of dealing with family. You
yeah.
know, we need to carve out time. And there's some of them are begging for our time. We're like, you know what? I'm running a business. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Really? Let's
There
slow
are things that you in your business that have gone lacking because we're focused somewhere else, and that
down.
fluff that Claudia talked about is a distraction. There
Mm-hmm.
is, okay, I don't really need to do that. I need to do this. Yeah, she does, Claudia. Dog is not crazy. The dog is very smart, and the animals know.
Mm-hmm.
They'll try and get you to go for a walk. Come on, let's go. I want to go outside.
Yeah, let's get some air. Okay.
You've been sitting here too long. And she just came back from a walk with my husband, and then I already did my walk, but she still wanted to go do something. So now they're out in the backyard. She wanted me to come out in
Yeah,
the back
before it gets hot.
because sometimes I'll go out and sit in the backyard, just get in the chair and sit out on the patio, and she'll be like, "Oh, okay, you're out here. Okay, we're all good." I was like, "What is this?" Remember what God uses the animals, like He used the
Mhm.
dog. He try to tell dude, "Look, don't go that way."
So, with that, we just want to remind you guys focus today
Yeah.
on. Mhm.
Look in the mirror, figure out, get your mirror, focus in on, and this is just your vision until we get our vision journal put together. You get a composition book, put on there my vision, and then you'll have a section for your faith, your family, your fertilizer, your fund, your finances, and then what do you want for each of those things. So let's talk about that next week. I think I'm gonna stay on this focus thing. I have a plan of what my kitchen and stuff is gonna look like.
Nice. Mhm.
After you can't do a plan if you don't know what you want.
Mhm.
You can't have a plan for what you don't know. And then Claudia said, "True, right, Jerry. My cats will sit by me when I'm sad, and I know I need to take the time to meditate and get my mind healthy." Yep.
Nice.
Sometimes you need to listen to the animals. They're like, "Come on, come on." So get in the mirror, work on your, just take 10 minutes, and maybe you do one a day. Okay, what do you want for your faith? Write that down. And then tomorrow work on what do you want for your family in the book. And you
Mhm.
can get bookmarks and put them in here too. This is some old school stuff. Shoot, the composition book has been around for I don't know how long. And you don't have to have the plain black and white ones. They come in colors.
Mhm. Mhm.
Dollar Tree, people, Dollar Tree. And maybe you have one for each section of your life. Maybe one for faith, and you
Mm.
writing down what's going on, journaling what's happening in your faith as you are writing. Um, Maybe you have one for your family. However you do it, just do it.
Make sure you organize them so you can find them. Put them in one place, people.
I did that also from the Dollar Tree, little box
Mhm. Exactly.
on my
Because
desk.
otherwise, they can get lost in the shuffle.
Right. So they're mine are right here to the left on my desk in a box. This one is for Discovery Workshop. So that when we are doing our Discovery Workshop ideas and stuff for that is in here. I have one for me for my personal life. And then I got another one for the real estate company. I got one for Biz Chicks. Uh-oh.
Mhm.
I got another one for Biz Chicks. And I put stuff in here.
Mhm.
Just to look in the mirror. All right.
All right, Daddy.
For the day. Thank you for tuning in for our focus session. Good, Jerry. Jerry said, just started that myself. Hey, Lennis. Good morning.
Hi, Lennis. How you doing this morning?
Thanks for dropping in.
Mm-hmm. And for those of you who weren't here earlier, don't forget to wish Brenna a happy birthday on her Facebook page.
Yep, it's Brenna's birthday
today. Our happily green and clean lady.
Yep. All right. I think that will do it. Thank you for your time. As always, we are always here just to give you something to help you push your focus forward. That's what we're here for. Take the hassle out of your hustle and to help you build a profitable business that's fun to run.
Okay, so what are we talking about tomorrow, friend?
Oh, TJ will be here all the way from New York City talking about social media and digital marketing. Along Terry and Terry will be on tomorrow. And I think you want to sit in. If you want to talk about money, that'll be Wednesday. Thursday, we'll be talking about habits.
Yeah, Lennis says she had a situation here.
Yes, she's good. And we will talk about that. I want to talk about that on Thursday too.
We are so glad to hear that, Lennis. That you
she had a okay.
She said, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So with that, always do not
forget to go to the front of your own line. And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.